Hey guys, it's Saturday. I'm Kelly. You're watching Lesbian Central, and this week we're going to talk about this whole Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, Starbucks, every other company thing, and how they all feel about same-sex marriage. So Chick-fil-A has come out and said that they don't support same-sex marriage. This is nothing new. I actually haven't eaten at Chick-fil-A in a number of years because I knew this and I didn't support it. Also, one time I ate there and I bit into the sandwich and it was gross. There was something in there. Yeah. So I haven't eaten there for a long time because I knew this. But I did this because it is my money and my choice, and I can do whatever I want with my money. Now, since he's come out and said this, there's been huge amounts of people who are like, I am never eating at Chick-fil-A again, or even people who are like, I'm gonna eat at Chick-fil-A every day now, and they had this big Chick-fil-A appreciation day, which they actually said that was their highest records of sales in a day or something like that. But along with that, Wendy's all over the place have started posting signs that we stand with Chick-fil-A, and the guy who ran Wendy's, he passed away earlier this year or last year or something like that. He was an incredibly conservative man, so much so that he was voted Man of the Year once or twice by these very conservative groups. So the fact of the matter is that they have freedom of speech. And so do we. And that is why we're allowed to protest these companies and these statements. But they have the right to say this. You don't have to agree. Just like how they don't have to agree with us saying this. In addition to saying that he does not support same-sex marriage, he's also come out and said that they will still treat every worker and customer with all decency. They will not deny anyone food or anything just because of their sexual orientation or gender identity or all of that. They're still going to treat people like people. Now, a number of political figures have come out and said that they're ready to start banning Chick-fil-A's in their city. I'm not positive, don't quote me on this, but I think Boston was one of them. And honestly, I think that this is a terrible idea. Regardless of what your political opinion is, I want you to be able to get a job because the economic status right now isn't that great. Job statuses are not that great. So the fact that they are ready to take away people's jobs is pretty shitty. There's a number of stores out there that are incredibly homophobic. Urban Outfitters has donated a shit ton of money to Rick Santorum. He's not really an LGBT ally. But you know what? A lot of companies has also turned around. When Ellen first came out, JCPenney dropped all of their ads. And look at them now. She's their spokesperson. Companies can turn around. I don't really see Chick-fil-A or Wendy's doing that, but it happens. On top of this, one of the things that really bothers me, I guess, about the protests is the fact that this isn't how you educate people or teach tolerance. Just because you start screaming back, they're just going to start screaming louder, and then it's just going to be a whole bunch of screaming, and no one is going to hear anyone's side. It's just going to be a bunch of intolerance. And that's not how it works. I'm sure all of us at one point in time have dealt with someone who just comes up to you and starts saying that, well, I think you're going to burn in hell because you're gay, and so on and so forth. And I know it's really tempting to just go up and start screaming back, but that's not how you handle these situations. You calmly talk to them if you can, unless it's not a good situation, then leave. But I feel like by us just protesting and getting all up in everyone's face and getting really angry, we're not doing any good. And this could result in a lot more harm. Now, Starbucks has come out and said that they were going to have a Starbucks Appreciation Day, which I don't know if it passed right, I think it did, where you're supposed to like go to Starbucks and they're promoting same-sex marriage and all of this, which is great, but at the same time, I don't really like that either because I feel like it's just this media circus now, which like it's always gonna be, but I don't like the fact that these big company names are all of a sudden like, I don't know, picking sides. Because at the end of the day, it really does come down to it's your money. You can do whatever you want with your money. I choose not to spend my money at Chick-fil-A. I choose to spend my money at Starbucks. You can choose not to buy things at Starbucks. You can choose to buy things from Chick-fil-A. It does not make you more or less gay. It doesn't make you more or less of an ally. It doesn't make you more or less supportive of same-sex marriage. You're just buying a cup of coffee and a chicken sandwich. In addition to this, much like this happens every time that anything involving the LGBT community gets on the news, every single one of my friends or family members or acquaintances, as soon as they see me, just it clicks in their head, and they're like, hey, you're queer, I should probably talk to you about this because no one else has thought to do this, and you probably don't have to talk about this all the fucking time because people don't bring it up to you. It's slightly more of a personal note, but honestly, it's just gotten to the point where I'm really just tired of all of this, and I'm annoyed, and I just want there to be equality, not only for the LGBT community, but also for freedom of speech. Yes, I'm not going to agree with everyone's opinions. That's obvious. But I would like it if everyone had the chance to say what they want to say and not be censored by the other side. I don't know if this is ever going to happen, but that would just be really nice in my mind. Anyway, I hope you guys have a really good week, and I'll see you later. Bye!